Brazil put out a reserve side. Cameroon would beat Brazil by 1-0, but they are still out because Switzerland beat Serbia 3-2. This was a brilliant match, wasn't it?
Who do we feel sorry for in this one? Tadic? Milinkovic-Savic? Who we got the handkerchiefs out for this one, Frankie?
Where do we go first here? We go
I don't even answer.
No, let's go Serbia first because it was a great game.
It was a fantastic game. Serbia went 1-0 down, and I thought that was it because I don't think Serbia's been particularly great. But then they come rolling back and go 2-1 up.
Yeah.
And at the time, I'm thinking these not only going to win, they're going to score more goals. And then the whole thing just flipped again, starting the second half. And Switzerland come back and scored 2 great goals. And then there was 11 bookings in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, there was some fireworks going on.
There was right up until the end as well.
Well, there's a history here, isn't
yes,
there? I mean, with the Swiss, sort of the Albanian connection to Switzerland and obviously
there was a
former Yugoslavia. But Switzerland they're a controlled side, aren't they? They've got a bit more experience, a bit more quality. And I think one of the big issues over the course of this tournament for Serbia, not the only issue, but is the fitness of Vlahovic. You know, he scored a great goal along with Mitrovic.
Mitrovic's header was great.
Yeah. I mean, 40-odd goals last year for Fulham. Big lad, not the most mobile. Great header. Vlahovic, a good finisher. Vlahovic is the most talented, you could argue Milinkovic-Savic, but Vlahovic is the most talented player they have. The front man that's going to maybe partner Mitrovic or whatever, play alongside, play behind them, whatever, they could mix and match. He's not fit.
I mean, the front three is just Tadic as well.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of ability there.
He's just not been fit for this tournament.
But that third, how good was that winning goal?
Well, that's fantastic. I mean, I don't know how you call that, what they did it with the heel.
Yes.
That was absolutely great. And it's Freuler who scored. I mean, that was a great move. I think, as you said, Switzerland were in control. And Serbia, they lost their nerves the last 20 minutes.
Right.
Maybe they would have kept, the concentration that they needed. Maybe they would have come back, maybe. Because they are, as you said, they have the talent and suddenly they can turn a game. But they lost the control of their minds, and Switzerland used their experience. Xhaka was in the middle of a big fight. Yeah. I thought it would be almost red carded.
Yeah, I know.
That would have been stupid.
Well, he's smart now, though. He starts it all off, but then
he escapes.
He gets himself out the road, and then other people get pulled into it.
I'm not sure he's that smart, Stevie.
Well, I mean, previously he would have got sent off.
Yeah, but you're talking about a leopard not changing his spots, and I know he's improved it at Arsenal. He got involved, and I would say it was more the keeper to start with. But then what you're through. You're an older player now. When the keeper, the big guy at 6'7", starts manhandling and all the other guys come in, walk away. Right. He walked away and then he went back. He walked away and then he went back. He kept going back. And by the way, when it was all said and done, when he was walking back for the free kick or whatever to be taken, he was still mouthing away to
even at the end of the game
to Mitrovic.
Yeah, and there's a gesture as well to the bench.
No, that can be a
sent off though. That's the point, isn't it?
No, the point is, it could happen and it might mean he misses a quarter-final if they get there. The guy just doesn't learn. I mean, he's slightly better, but he's not learning.
Nedum, I thought that first half was one of the best first halves that we'd seen this entire tournament.
Yeah, it certainly was. It's a very, very enjoyable game. I think, for me, I had Switzerland coming out of the group, and the way that they've played throughout the 3 games, you can see certain parts of it, why they will be rather a dangerous side in that next stage. And I think going up against the Serbian side who, had to go and try and win the game, it made for an exciting clash. And I think as well, there was 7 yellow cards given to the Serbians in the second half. So even though Xhaka is, winding people up, maybe he won that particular battle, but I think the game ultimately went a little bit west for the Serbians the moment that third goal went in from Freuler. And what a goal it was, because for Serbia, they knew they needed to score 2. Having to win a game 4-3 is a tough position to be in at a World Cup. But interestingly, for Serbia themselves, they finished bottom of the group as the top scorers. But unfortunately for them, they're also the team that's conceded the most amount of goals. So they would have felt they were in with a chance, but ultimately they just didn't do enough through those 3 games.
They have a fantastic vertebral column, Switzerland, with Sommer, Akanji, Xhaka. You have Mbolo at front. I mean, that's a hell of a vertebral column.
Yeah,
and
a spine.
A spine, thank you. And sorry, the real word. I think you can go very far with that kind of team, and especially that spine, because I mean you can feel that with Shaqiri on top of it, bringing his experience, that he can go far. like they surprised France, in the
Yes.
last European Championship, because of that. They have everything. A little bit of everything. I don't think they're going to win the World Cup, but I really think that they can trouble many
They've
teams.
got Portugal next up.
Well, yeah.
That'll be an interesting clash. We'll talk about that a bit. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.